it was a real distinct memory to see just this absolute monster of a man standing over a lifeless Dan Marino, a lifeless Boomer Esiason, a lifeless Bernie Kosar after delivering just a massively brutal hit. And he would often put his hands up, this huge wingspan, like this. And he had that old helmet with just the one bar down the middle and the two right, the two to the side, and you could really see his eyes. And they weren't quite Deacon Jones' eyes, but they were pretty powerful as a young kid. And Buffalo, the city of Buffalo, really loved Bruce Smith. Not only because he was just such a tremendous player, but also because he had that kind of working class ethos that you often see in Buffalo. He was tough. He was tough. He didn't sit out a lot of games with a pinky injury. Now, if Bruce Smith could walk, he was going to play. He was going to play defensive end for the Buffalo Bills. And I just remember also quite vividly his arms. This was back before a lot of players had a lot of elbow pads and a lot of tape up and down their arms. He had these gigantic muscular arms, and you could see those things just running through. This is not even an HD. This is back then in the fuzz. You could see these arms in the fuzz, and just when they would come over and boom, it hit somebody in the head. I've met him a few times. I distinctly remember after the Bills lost the Super Bowl against the Giants on the Norwood kick. There was a huge parade in Buffalo, and the town embraced the Bills like they were conquering heroes, even though they lost. And I went there with my grandpa and my dad, and I still remember being there, and the whole town started chanting, "We love Scott, we love Scott, we love Scott." Very emotional. And Bruce Smith had a big role to play in that. He really got the crowd riled up. And I remember being on stage, and he was wearing some very outlandish top coat, and he had these dark sunglasses on. And I remember my dad saying, "Luke, this is Bruce Smith. Bruce, this is Luke." And he just had this huge smile, and he stuck out his huge hand. And I remember gripping it, and he didn't grip it really hard. He gave me kind of a free pass at that age. But he gripped it, and he smiled. He goes, "Nice to meet you, young man." And to me, that was just, that was Christmas and New Year's, and my birthday all in one. I mean, that was the most amazing thing of all time, to be able to shake Bruce Smith's hand. And he still loved in Buffalo. You go back, you'll find a lot of Bruce Smith fans. You have that iconic big three: Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Bruce Smith. And I think of those three, he's definitely I would say is the most loved just by the community, just because he really exemplified what Buffalo was about: being tough, being able to withstand a lot of hits, a lot of pain. But he kept coming back year after year, and he got results.